It feels like our world is more divided than ever, right? But what if the key to overcoming our deepest us versus them instincts wasn't some new idea, but was actually hidden in an ancient letter? Today, we're going to dig into a pretty radical concept about how to build a whole new kind of community. So let's dive in. Okay, so let's start with a question we all kind of know the answer to deep down. Why is it so incredibly natural for us to split the world into us and them? I mean, from the schoolyard all the way to global politics, we are constantly drawing lines in the sand. And it happens so fast. Dr. Daniel Darko puts it perfectly. We see someone, we clock what they're wearing, and boom, in a split second, we've put them in a box. We've created distance. It's this automatic, almost unconscious thing that, when you scale it up, builds the very walls we're going to talk about today. So to really get a handle on this, we kind of need a diagnosis. And believe it or not, social science gives us a fantastic framework for understanding how we build our identities and, in the process, create all these divisions.
And it pretty much boils down to these three things. First, there's the cognitive part. That's the stories we tell ourselves about who we are. Then there's the affective, which is that deep emotional feeling of belonging to a group. And that third one, the evaluative dimension, that's where the trouble usually kicks in. It's how we define who we are by pointing out who we aren't.
All right, so let's take this framework and see how it plays out in a major historical showdown. In the ancient world, one of the biggest, deepest divides was between Jews and Gentiles. And this wasn't just some small disagreement. This was a massive social canyon, built on identities that went back for generations.
Wow, yeah, this slide just lays it all out, doesn't it? On one side, you've got the Jews, who called themselves the circumcision. They were the insiders, the ones with the divine promise. On the other side, the Gentiles, labeled the uncircumcision, seen as total outsiders, completely cut off from that promise. And what's so wild is that in a city like Ephesus, the Jews were actually the minority, but their identity, that cognitive and affective part, gave them this powerful sense of being superior.
And this wasn't just, a vague feeling. It was an actual system. It was built on stereotypes. It was reinforced with labels. I mean, calling someone the uncircumcision, that was a massive insult. It all created this rigid social pecking order that basically defined Gentiles as spiritual aliens without any hope, without God. So into this world just completely split down the middle, the biblical book of Ephesians drops this absolutely radical idea. It doesn't suggest a peace treaty or some kind of negotiation. It suggests, well, a full-on demolition.
I want you to really picture this, a literal wall, right? A barrier built brick by brick with generations of prejudice, religious rules, and social customs. This dividing wall of hostility was the main feature of their world. It kept everyone apart, it defined who was in and who was out.
And this is where everything changes. The text doesn't say Christ brings peace, it says He is our peace. That's a huge difference. He's not just a mediator making a deal. His very existence is the solution that melts these two warring groups into one. And there it is. The wall wasn't just, climbed over or ignored. It was completely and totally destroyed. The very source of the division, the thing that kept them enemies, was just torn down.
So, the wall's gone. What happens now? Well, you get a whole new reality. You don't just get two groups agreeing to get along. You get something brand new, something totally unexpected. There's actually a term for this in social science, a superordinate identity. It's this bigger, all-encompassing identity that just swallows up the smaller competing ones. You're not a Jew or a Gentile first anymore. Now you are first and foremost a member of God's household. Basically, who you are at your core gets a total rewrite.
Okay, so what does this new identity actually get you? Well, it's pretty incredible. Dr. Darko tells this amazing story about his 2-year-old daughter just marching past receptionists and right into this important meeting because, as she put it, I want my dad.
That story about his daughter? That's the perfect picture of what the text calls access. She didn't need a special pass because her identity as daughter gave her total, unrestricted entry. In exactly the same way, this new shared identity in Christ gives everyone, Jew and Gentile alike, that same bold, unhindered connection to God. And here's the kicker. Everyone gets it. Equally. No bouncers, no gatekeepers.
All right, so how does this ancient idea, demolishing walls and creating new identities, how does that apply to us today? I mean, from racial strife to political polarization, the dynamics of us versus them are everywhere.
Look, this isn't just some abstract theory. Dr. Darko tells this story about a woman in Croatia asking him this heart-stopping question after the war. That is the brutal reality of what hostility looks like. That's the kind of wall that feels absolutely impossible to tear down. How can you possibly have peace with that kind of pain?
And that's where this whole idea comes back in. See, the peace being talked about here isn't just a ceasefire, it's a complete reordering of how we relate to each other. The whole argument here is that our horizontal relationships with other people can only truly be healed once our vertical relationship with God is healed. By creating that superordinate identity we talked about, our main loyalty shifts. We stop seeing people through the lens of us versus them and start seeing them as family.
So let's wrap this up with a question that kind of brings it all home for us. If this ancient model is true, if real, lasting peace comes from smashing the walls that divide us and building a new shared identity, then what are the walls in our own lives, in our own communities, that need to come down today?